Hey folks, Internet Dude here. Hey, I just wanted to bring you up to speed with the Mustang project. So it's a 93 Mustang 5-liter LX. And you'll notice some things are different. I took off the Ford oval, took out the headlights, cornering lights, the cowl panel, some trim around the windows, the rear quarter windows. See, what I'm doing is I'm getting the car repainted. It has, I'll kind of show you why here. I'm just getting it prepped. But there's a lot of stone chips on the hood, on the bumper. It's just in really bad shape. It's completely faded. Pretty much every body panel has a little bit of damage on it, I would say. Down here, there's some paint kind of worn down on that bottom edge. Back here, there's little dimples all over by the door handle. Back here we got a big scratch. Rear bumper has a lot of paint flaking off of it, and then I took the spoiler off and I discovered little bits of surface rust, which you can see there. On this side there was kind of a weird repair somebody had done, I guess. They kind of sprayed that and looks bad. You know, another little bit of paint worn off there. Maybe a few more dings there. Up on the roof, well, more noticeable on the other side, but there is clear coat peeling off. You can see a big patch right there. So kind of how this went down was I took it in. I know a guy that has a body shop. And I said, hey, what about like painting these bumpers? Because the bumpers are kind of bothering me. Then I'm like, well, you know, there's no point in repainting the bumper and then leaving the stone chips. So I'm like, well, what about painting that? And then, you know, as you walk around, you're like, well, you pretty much need to paint the whole car, really. Oh, yeah, and then behind the rear wheel wells, again, there's, you know, some of the black's been kind of chipped off. The car's very original, and in my opinion, it's worth kind of doing kind of a mini restoration. I guess we'd call it an exterior cosmetic restoration. A lot of these cars have been abused over time, and this one I think has been well taken care of. So I think it's worth putting a little bit of cash into it and getting her looking like new. So basically what I did to prep it for the body shop, like I know the guy who owns the body shop, and I was like, hey, what can I do to, you know, keep the cost down a little bit, because I don't want to be going crazy on this build. It's just kind of a mini resto. I removed the spoiler. I removed the locks, which you saw. That one's missing, and the door locks. I talked about the window trim above and below, and these windows. These windows are a bit tricky because you have to get in and take the interior panel back and remove the nuts that are on there. But yeah, here, maybe you can see better here. So I've got different parts in there kind of ready to go. The interior is really in quite good shape, so the interior doesn't really need much. It's just the exterior could use a refresh. Oh, and then I removed the emblems too, by the way, but I don't think you'll be able to see it too well, but there's a little bit of rust along the edge here on the liftgate, hatchback, I should say. And it's a very common rust spot. It's right along that hatch edge. And this one's in good shape. And the bottom, so the doors are also a very common rust spot. So I've done what I can to kind of prep the car for paint, save some bucks. Just taking out the interior. I have another piece of glass here. This is a driver's glass, because the glass that's in there is a replacement. This is a genuine Ford one. It has the buckle up sticker on it. Got that at the junkyard. I was hoping, let's put an original piece of glass in there. I've taken these windows off, as I mentioned, and let's see if I can show you. I used to have butyl sealant across there, and I removed all that. You can see all the attachment points there. Just have a few other parts. I took off the wipers, and the cowl was broken. This is a door handle. So that's pretty well it. I'm going to drop it off at the body shop tomorrow. And if I can, I'm going to get some pictures during the process, I'll maybe try and stop by and get some pictures, but I'll come back and show you the finished product. All right, here it is, all painted and shiny and very black. I just got it back from the body shop a few days ago. Haven't done a lot to it. I did put the 5.0 emblems on. I got some new ones. You'll notice that front bumper. Shiny again. Hasn't been shiny in a lot of years. Just due to the space here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the car out here and then we'll take a better walk around outside. Alright, so here's a much better look at it. The sun isn't shining too hard right now, but should help make that shine up a bit. If you take a look at the front, there's the bumper all shiny. I also purchased a new Ford oval for the front and new headlights and turn signals. So it's pretty much all new over there. I think it looks great. Coming around the side. Oh, actually, yeah, the other thing too is no stone chips at all. That is nice. Then we come around to this side. Let's just take a look down the side just to show you. Black is such a reflective color, just like a mirror when it's clean. I'd replaced all of this trim from wheel to wheel on each side, so trim on the back of the fender and the door and there, and the door handles. I just put the 5.0 emblem on, which I mentioned. Passenger's mirror is new. Cowl panel there is new. The little piece of trim that runs over top the glass here is new. This piece down here, the bottom of the glass is new. The big patch, that just looks great up there now. That clear coat is back. So I think the car looks really nice. The tires, this really makes the tires look gray, hey? So I'm gonna have to put some tire dressing on there. My favorite is 303 aerospace protectant. Haven't put the locks back yet, but that's okay. Just keep coming around, like when you look at the bottom, all that like stone chips and stuff, all gone. Looks great. The rear bumper, if you remember, it used to have all the yellow bits of paint that were missing, I guess. That was the actual bumper showing underneath. That looks great, as you can see. I do plan on taking off the taillights. Taillights are still the original ones. They were a little bit dirty inside. You probably can't really tell, but they're a little bit dirty. So I'm gonna pull them off, clean them out really well, and use some plastic polish, I think, on the outside, just to give them a little bit of a gloss. I have a new Ford oval to go on there. I also have a new LX emblem to go on there. Take a look down this way too. Man, when a black car is clean, it sure looks phenomenal. Yeah. Oh yeah, one other thing. You might notice that piece of trim looks, it's actually missing. I ordered up the trim, and when they went to ship it out, they realized that they didn't actually have this one. They had 2 passenger side ones, so I don't have the driver's one yet. It's on its way to me, and then I'll get it painted and installed. Yeah, so anyway, I think it looks really good. What do you think? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. I think it looks great. Basically, the plan now is I'll continue to put the interior back together, and I can't cover it for a while, but I will store it for the winter now because it's middle of November, and I'll store it till spring inside the shop. Anyway, I hope you found the video interesting, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think, and be sure to hit that subscribe if you want to see more car videos. Thanks for watching.